This is my, I guess, reflection period. My place to vent about shit. No, you can stay here, Carl. So, I guess I wanted to talk about it's tough. There's so much happening. I want to talk about the trials and tribulations that are given to us in order to become the people we're supposed to be. You know how hard that is? You know how hard it is to walk in God's plan and not yours, especially when everything is going wrong. Like, man, since the wedding, it's giving me a headache right now thinking about it. It's been tough. I'm in therapy. I've had 2 incidences, and they're not good. You know, I'm embarrassed and even ashamed to even talk about it, but this is why I'm here. Yeah. Like I've never been that person. So it's interesting to get to a point and you become that person you never thought you could be. And that's not a good thing. I'm talking about the bad side. So, yeah, what do you do? How do you keep faith during those times? And that is the struggle that everyone faces. You know, God knows and God expects you to challenge Him, to get pissed off, frustrated, not understand why certain things are happening to you. But I do believe if you have a relationship with Him, it makes it easier. Too much do we try to put it on our own hands and not put any faith in His. Because it's so hard. We worry. I worry all the time. And what do they say about worry? Worry is lack of faith. Worry and faith can't exist at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. It's either you're going to have faith that everything's going to work out, or you're going to worry that it's not. So, for everyone that says they have faith in who they call God, yet they worry, check your faith. That's the whole journey. And as shitty as things have been, and when I say shitty, I just mean times where, like, I couldn't see past myself and my problems when there was bigger and more important things than that. You know, I think we put too much time in how big our problem is instead of telling our problem how big our God is. I think that's what I run into. And then here I am bitching, you know, like my issues too aren't even, they're just, I have friends and partners that have helped me in the last couple of months, and I am doing everything I can to get my funds that I have trapped out so I can take care of it. And as much as that is very stressful, because like I don't want to let anyone down, obviously, that's not, but like sorry, I'm just reflecting on the two incidences I had. Anyways, but then this week, I had a friend that I did Taekwondo with back in the 80s. We got our black belts together, went to the same high school, but I don't really talk to him because I don't live in Kitchener anymore and whatever, but he's on my Facebook, and my sister actually is friends with him. Anyways, this gentleman lost his wife, and that put things in perspective, because I just got married. So I'm just starting to enjoy the new days with my wife, and a friend I knew, or I know, lost his wife. That was a huge wake-up call. You know, I'm going through all this stress, but imagine I lost my wife. That's terrible. And then in Batanes, Typhoon Julian has come. And my family's in danger. It's not good. They haven't been hit with a typhoon this hard in a while. So here I am stressing about the things I'm going through here. And then I have family who don't have clean water. They don't have electricity. Some of my family lost the roofs of their homes. The streets are flooded, and there's landslides, and there's rocks that have fallen from the mountain. Like, you can't even go anywhere. There's nowhere to go. You can't travel along the mountain when it looks like this. You can't. Yeah, we have a house out there. Obviously, you guys know that. And yeah, it sucks if there's damage, like there's been many times. The window actually in my bedroom has had coconut trees gone right through it. So, who knows? But I don't live there. I live here. I'm using electricity right now. I used clean water to make my coffee this morning. Like, there's no communication. Right now, it's bad. Like, we got these videos, you probably just saw them. But yeah, we saw those, and then now it's gone radio silent because there's nothing. Generators can't even work because you need fuel. There's no boats bringing fuel in. God be with the people of Batanes. Help them. All they have left is their faith. And they stay together. That's the power of family. Sorry, I keep thinking, just like I can't even help. Like, You can't even send money. I mean, like, yeah, we can send crypto, but that doesn't matter. There's no there's no electricity. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no nothing. There's no communication. There's no ability to buy anything. And I'm 10,000 kilometers away. And I'm not saying, especially to my friends that have helped me, you know who you are. I'm trying to free those. I'm trying to free it up as fast as I can. But I can't not say that when I see what my people are going through, it does definitely put things in check. Like, it's one thing during the day, because I've been through a very weak but still classified as a typhoon in the Philippines when I was young. I think it was 85. I was like 13 or something like that. Is it 85? I forget. Anyways. Or 89. Ah, my gosh, it's been so long for those trips. But I've experienced it, and it was nothing compared to what's happening now. And they're used to it. Like, these people come, like, this happens every season. It's not like Florida's getting hit with hurricanes. It's a seasonal thing. Maybe not as seasonal as the island over there that gets typhoons. You guys understand the difference between a typhoon and a hurricane is just they're on either side, so they spin the opposite direction. They're the exact same thing, just spin the other way. And on the other side of Earth. Anyways. So hard to give things up to God, to just say, take control. Like the whole anchoring yourself to something. Like if you're a boat in the harbor and a typhoon comes, if you don't anchor yourself, you're going to float away into the storm with no help. So you had to anchor yourself to something, and why not to God? If you anchor yourself to God, no matter how bad the storm is, at least you'll stay there. Like you're gonna rock back and forth and hit the dock, and things will get messy. No one said it wouldn't, but at least you're anchored to something solid. You're not gonna float away into the abyss. Jeez, it would be scary. That's open water like that is terrifying. It's terrifying because I remember as a kid when that typhoon hit, it hit overnight. So in the middle of the night, I couldn't sleep because I felt the ground shaking every 5 seconds, it seemed like. And I heard a big bass rumble. And I didn't know if it was thunder and then an earthquake. So my Lolo got up, my dad's dad, anyways, and he asked me if I was okay. I said, yeah, because he was up and he was putting because it was just, the window was just this huge, full size, like it's not to your waist, it's from the floor up. And it's basically just doors. They shut the wooden doors and they put a wooden branch across it to prevent it from flying open. So he was doing all the windows, and it's like humid 44 degrees, laying on the floor with a mosquito net. That's how we rolled back then when we visited Batanes. That's how they slept. They lived like that. But I asked him, I said, what's that sound? Is this... And he says, it's the waves. And I go, no. I go, oh, what's that? And I was like, what's shaking the ground? Is that thunder? He's like, no, it's the waves. And I just didn't, but the waves are so far away. And he's like, no, the waves are crashing into the seawall. And then when I was thinking about it, I was swimming the day before, the calm before the storm. I was swimming in the sea, and it must be from the seawall, the sand, the beach of the sand is probably, I don't know, at least 50 yards before it touches water. Okay, I'll give you 30 yards before it touches water. And then it's still gradual. So then for me to picture these 10, 15 foot tidal waves smashing into that wall and then starting to come onto the street, and we're 4 houses from the seawall. I was fucking freaked out. So just picturing that they're going through that, it doesn't, I'm not trying to take anything away from the people that are going through it in Florida. But there's more means there for help. Like if these people get hurt, their hospital doesn't work. And even if it did, usually the major things, you have to fly into the mainland. There's no planes coming or going in that wind. All right? So, I know I'm going through a lot of personal stuff. Everybody does. I think we all just have to stay positive. We all have to have faith and leave it to Him. And I'm not saying just sit around and do nothing. I'm working on it every day, but I'm open to His guidance. Where's my help going to come from? Is there, how can I finish this thing? Who's going to help me? So I just wait for those moments, and I just follow suit, pray on it, and, wait for what's next. So I think that's it for me. This is Crypto G for the Godcast of Balance 519. Take care.